Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Whoa, hang on. Wrong speech. Good morning, and thank you all for joining us to celebrate the SIVA Charter High School class of 2025. Before I begin, I would like to extend a special thank you to Dr. Mel Packham and all the District 11 board members for joining us here today. I also want to recognize the SIVA administrators, my wonderful colleagues, the SIVA faculty, and the SIVA Board of Directors, all of whom have played a tremendous and sometimes unseen role in shepherding the class of 2025 to this momentous day. Parents, guardians, family, and friends, for the first time in your graduate's experience, I'm at a loss of words. I cannot express my appreciation and, quite frankly, my amazement for this incredible group of human beings that sit before me today. If we haven't heard it enough today and no one has told you yet, thank you all for supporting these wonderful young people. Class of 2025, I am overjoyed that you have given me the opportunity to honor you today. Part of me thinks that after assigning you so many speeches this year, that in your way of giving me your English teacher his very own homework, this is a type of revenge. A written speech, nonetheless. Regardless, this is an assignment that I'm happy to do. You might even call me Mr. Speechson. Do be warned, though, this speech does contain a healthy dose of metaphor and just a pinch of some other literary devices. Let's go ahead and travel to somewhere high in the most rugged parts of the eastern Sierra Nevada of California. There is an ancient tree, a bristlecone pine to be specific. This tree is over 4,800 years old. Only a mere 200 years old during the completion of King Khufu's pyramid in Egypt, I often wonder what this tree could bestow upon us, having witnessed the whole of Western civilization. In another part of the world, in the tropics of South America and the Caribbean, there is a cactus that blooms only once a year. This particular species of the night-blooming cereus have their flowers open for only a few hours after the sun has comfortably set over the horizon. The longevity of this entire species is dependent on a few types of moths finding its fleeting flowers in the dead of night and pollinating it. If we travel once more to the setting of The Alchemist, in the western deserts of the Middle East and the northernmost climes of the Sahara, there lives a plant known as the true rose of Jericho. The aptly named resurrection plant can live for years, and some botanists even claim live for decades without receiving any water. Naturally, all of you might be wondering what on earth your English teacher is doing speaking of random species from across the world. Luckily, though, the class of 2025 is used to this. If I recall correctly, at one point in time, you may have even named me Mr. Tangentson. Each one of you, as of today, is one step closer to discovering your unique potential. Paulo Coelho recently told us in The Alchemist that when you truly want something, the whole universe conspires to help you. If a seed could dream of being the embodiment of longevity, it might want to become a bristlecone pine. If a seed could dream of becoming a magnificent flower, if only for one night, it might want to become a night-blooming cereus. If a seed could dream of persevering against all odds, it might want to become a true rose of Jericho. All of you have dreams, wants, and desires, and all of us here today, like the interconnected web of delicate mycelium in the soil beneath our feet, have done our part to facilitate the earliest stages of your journey to achieve them. The French philosopher Montaigne drew parallels between the practices involved in agriculture and the practices involved in educating young minds. Preparing the soil and planting the seeds of knowledge is done easily enough in both cases. However, once germinated and growing, different plants have different requirements, and this, Montaigne says, is where the parallels stop. During this next stage of your journey, please do not expect to bear your fruit too early, lest it not mature to ripen and be enjoyed. Do not expect to be the earliest bloom or the most magnificent flower in your community, lest anyone claim the same title and shelf your glory. Perhaps most importantly, do not long to be something you are not. A spruce tree knows it will never be as vibrant in the fall as a maple, but a maple tree knows that it is only green for part of the year. As you turn this page in the book of your life and begin taking more control over the composition of your next chapter, please remember that the author Jerry Spinelli suggests that watching a plant grow facilitates more enjoyment for its eventual flowers. Be patient and remember that if there's one thing that's constant, it's change. Remember that Ray Bradbury suggested in the diversity of opposing ideas, strength and freedom are born and protected. Be curious and continue to cultivate your love of learning. And remember, lastly, that Paulo Coelho suggests that the journey to your own treasure is actually the real treasure itself. And be present so as not to miss the little moments that count the most. On this day, we celebrate one of your greatest accomplishments, but it is the first of many. They will come at different times and in different ways, but all of your accomplishments will come. All of you will persevere like the rose of Jericho in the Sahara Desert. All of you will be magnificent as the sphinx moth beholds the flowers of the night-blooming cereus. And all of you will leave legacies of great longevity, much like the long-lived bristlecone pine. May this day be a memory you cherish and hold dear for a long time. Class of 2025, on behalf of everyone in this room, I congratulate you.